Hi, I'm La Chica Fina with the Big Girls Code, and I'm here with my really good friend Mary. We've been friends since 2008 when we were undergraduates. One of the reasons that I'm really excited about this video is because I find it really challenging to leave my house and go outside and exercise at a gym or at a yoga studio. But I really love to move my body, and this whole concept is to do body movements within the home, in the living room, with no equipment and spending no money.
We're going to start our yoga class today in easy pose. So legs crossed, as comfortable as you can get them. Arms, palms facing up. And we're going to start with our Ujjayi breath. This is the breath we want to continue in our yoga class. So you're going to inhale through the nose, 4 counts. Hold at the top, lift your tongue, close the back of your throat, and out through your nose. Hold, pushing out through your nose. It's okay to hear the sound of your breath. For it to be audible is a good thing. It should start to sound like ocean waves. In, hold, out through your nose. This is going to help keep us focused, help us with our power. Good job. We're going to inhale, raise your arms all the way up. Bind your hands, palms facing the ceiling, stretch, lengthening the spine. Exhale, release them back down. Again, inhale, rise up. Binding the hands, palms facing up. Lift, lengthening. Now bring your hands in front of you, rounding your thoracic spine, pushing out. Dropping your head. Inhale, rise up. Lengthening the spine, keeping them bound together. Exhale, bring it back down in front of you. Again, pushing out through the mid-back, dropping your head. Inhale, back up one more time. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, drop it down. Pushing out through the mid-back, pushing out through your scapulas. Dropping your hands down. Inhale, rise. This time, grab your left wrist. Inhale, lengthen long first. And exhale, pull it across your body. You should feel a stretch in that left side body. Almost lean back, maybe gaze up towards the ceiling if that feels good to you. Should feel it stretching in your left side, breathing deep into that left lung. Go ahead and relax it down. Inhale, lift, and this time grabbing your opposite wrist. So grabbing your right wrist. Inhale, lengthen first, and then exhale, bring it over to the left side, extending that right side body, maybe gazing up towards the ceiling. Remembering to breathe nice and deep into that right lung. Inhale up and release it down. Inhale, I want to have you bring your arms into a cactus pose. So 90-degree angles, just like that, up. And then we're going to rotate the spine to the right, maybe push it a little bit further. Now rotating it to the left, pushing it a little bit further. This is awakening the spine, preparing us for our yoga today. And just keep going at your own pace, right and then left. We're working on our range of motion. We're working on a rotation. This is also working your oblique abdominal muscles. So just as far as it feels good in your body, twisting, contracting those oblique muscles to the side. One more time each side. To the left, and then to the right. And from here, you're going to bring both knees to one side, placing the left hand in the ground, maybe creating a tent with that hand, and then with the right hand, bringing it up over your head, and then lifting that right hip into the sky. Lifting up, and bringing it down. And lifting up, pushing up, bowing yourself, creating that nice arch down. Let's do it 3 more times. 3, push, lift, push up through this hip. Oh, beautiful, just like that, down. 2 more times. Again, pushing, up, just like that, back down. 1 more time, bringing it all the way up, creating that nice curve right through here. Beautiful, and back down. Now switch legs to the opposite side. And again, tenting that hand right in front of you, creating some space. And now lift up through this left hip, raising your hand above you. Remembering to breathe, bring it back down. 1. Again, pull up with the hip, creating this nice bow, back down. 3 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. 2 more times. Pushing up and release. 1 more time. Lifting and release. Now go ahead and bring your hands in front of you and come to a tabletop pose. Good job. So on tabletop, it's really important to stack our joints. So the shoulders should be stacked over the wrists. Perfect. Hips should be stacked over the knee, just like that. We're going to come into our cat-cows. So our cow, we're going to lift the gaze, drop the belly, tailbone reaches towards the sky. Exhale, push your hands into the mat, push the mat away from you, curving the rib cage up, and release it. Gaze comes up, tailbone lifts. Exhale, pushing through the hands, curving up, and release it. Gaze comes up, tailbone lifts. And now exhale, push through the hands, lifting through the rib cage. Oh, that's just perfect, just like that. Now round it up. Now one more time. Pushing up, push, 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 and back to a tabletop position. Now if this feels nice and stable right here, we want to extend the right leg out. Just right behind you, kick it out. If it feels good, you can try to lift it just a couple more inches. And go. And then release. Now the left side. Bring your leg out. Maybe lift it a couple more inches and release. Again, this is working your legs. This is working your core muscles. Right leg and down. Left leg. Breathing. Nice big inhales and exhales. In through the nose, out through the nose. One more side each leg. Right leg. Down. And then left leg. Down. When this gets comfortable and when you feel really stable lifting your legs, you can then incorporate your arm movement. So just so you can see, right leg out, left arm out. Place it down. Right arm extends, left leg extends. So once you get really stable and you feel good just extending your legs, you can incorporate your arms. Now let's back into child's pose. Toes together, knees apart, coming between your legs. Bringing your hips down towards your heels. That's perfect. And you're breathing right here. Take a couple deep breaths right here, relaxing. Again, pushing your hips down towards your heels. That looks great. Now come back up to tabletop and then lower yourself all the way to your belly. Hands are close to your chest. Your elbows are hugging your rib cage. Toes are pushing into the mat. You're going to lift your chest up into cobra pose. So lifting the chest, breathing. Exhale, release. Make sure you keep your shoulders nice and relaxed away from your ears. Relax it all the way back down to the mat. Release it all the way down. Inhale, lift. This time maybe coming down just a little bit and lifting your hands up off the mat. So you're going to come down and just lift right here. And relax it down. One more time, inhale, lift. Lifting the hands, pushing the toes into the mat. Exhale, release. Extend your arms long. This time lifting your feet and your arms off the mat. Inhale, lift. Maybe doing some swimmer Steve moves up and down opposite. This is going to work your back muscles, your core muscles. A few more seconds and release it down. This time, just when you come up, do some swimming motions. So just make it very organic. Whatever feels good in your body. So we're moving the legs, we're moving the arms, whatever feels good to create some motion in your body. So we're breathing, lifting your chest just a little bit higher if you can. Beautiful, just like that. And relaxing it all the way back down to the mat. Now push yourself back into a child's pose. And then from here, we're going to sit back up to a tabletop. And then come down to our glutes and then just swing the legs out in front of us. Just like that. Maybe scoot up just a little bit because we're going to lean you all the way back. So come all the way back, laying flat. We're going to come into our bridge pose. So form here is really important. We want to make sure the toes are facing forward. Bring your heels towards your glutes just a little bit. And then bring them together just a tad. There you go. So hands, palms are facing into the mat, pushing into the mat. First, we're going to curl our tailbone up and lift through the low back into the upper back. So we're pushing everything up, pulling up through the hips, pretending there's a wood block maybe between you, squeezing your knees together. We're going to try to relax your toes nice and flat. There you go. And release it all the way back down. Breathing here. Inhale, lift, curling the tailbone, lifting all the way up. Like there's a magnet bringing your knees together. And release. 2 more times of that. Make sure this foot is facing forward. Pushing through the heels, pushing the palms in, creating that lift in the low back and the hips down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift. Pushing. Exhale, relax. Go ahead and extend your legs long in our Shavasana. And just be relaxed and come to a regular, normal breathing pattern. And thank yourself for a beautiful practice, for taking the time to move your body and be aware of your breath.